you know the one? Do you know the one with where they got dragged across the floor? Yeah. Wait, what do you think of what you saw? The first clip you saw. What do you think of it?
Where he was drowned?
Where he drowned in the sink.
It was a bit harsh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was effective.
It's quite, very effective.
It made me want to watch more and find out what was going to happen.
We were going to leave it there, but then if you saw the last bit, I do get hanged eventually.
I know. Right.
What you saw in the ground.
It's quite scary.
I know they did there. My mates got in for me.
Yeah, it's really good.
Got anything particular you liked about it, or was it?
No, it's cleverly filmed. I think it was very realistic. You know, like a proper horror movie. So the opening,
you can imagine it being.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, what do you think of the clip you saw?
Well, since I've seen the whole thing, I thought the clip was too short.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was the darkest bit as well, wasn't it? The actual murder.
It was very gruesome.
Yeah, quite gruesome.
I like the bit outside set in the with the water and the sort of fountain and things like that.
I think that's your son's favourite bit actually. That's the bit he liked.
The beginning, the beginning. It was very atmospheric. The beginning, we liked that. Yeah.
What was the favourite? Is that your favourite bit over the beginning bit with the fountain?
In the old film?
Yeah, in the whole film.
What was the name of the film again?
3 AM.
3 AM, yeah.
There was a bit sort of running through the woods, wasn't there?
Oh yeah. We went over the back of the mountain with that.
And I quite like the bit when he was making something to eat.
Yeah, they now wonk one where when some of the people when we showed it to our class, they said who would wash up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and the teacher came back and said, "Well, I would." So
but we did think maybe a young lad perhaps wouldn't wash the chopping board. Certainly,
I need to get me near the sink for the drowning.
But making the toast was good. Yeah, making the toast was realistic. Yeah.
So, why are you interviewing people?
What did you think of the clip you saw so far? Bear in mind it is 4 minutes long, so I think it's about 20-second clip of it.
Yeah, it's really difficult to judge on quite a short clip of a long film, but it was quite. I thought it put across quite a good feel.
What was the bit you found you liked the most? The bit which stood out to you?
Probably the dragging off bit afterwards. I think.
When you see the end of it, I have to get hanged at the end of it.
All right.
Yeah.
Impressive.
So, it was actually quite scary how close they actually got to hanging me when we were filming it. But yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Do you know the one where I get dragged across the floor? The one with
in the kitchen, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think of it? The clip itself?
I don't want to say good because that just makes it look bland, doesn't it? So I'm trying to think of something more than just bland. Help me out. The one in the
moved very
kitchen.
quickly across the floor, so you're obviously well lubricated.
I tell you what I liked. I tell you what I liked about it was the fact that when he wept, there was all the puddle on the floor, which made it look a lot more realistic. Than
we actually tipped more water over me because by the time we've done it several times, I'd started to dry. So it's not. Trust me, it's not very pleasant having a cup of water spilled over you.
You did slide very easily, just like a very slick movement.
But it did make it more
because I've been dunked to the sink, I'd had a wet front, so when they dragged me the first time, it kept on riveling up, so I had to turn my shirt around. So I'd actually wear my shirt back to front.
But it was, having the water, all the extra water, made it a lot more realistic.
Was that the bit which stood out for you the most from the clip you saw?
Yes, that was for me anyway.
Thank
you. I'll pop in and see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good to see you again. Right.
What was the bit of the clip what did you find good about it? The clip you saw.
Well, the realism for a start, because it really looked like somebody, who was struggling, to be honest, and it was pretty damn persuasive.
I know. They actually did close.
I don't know how long they put you under there.
What are you doing?
But it kind of looked like and felt like almost long enough for you really to have been.
We were thinking about how long would you
suffocated underwater,
but we couldn't get it because it had to be a certain amount of time. We actually researched it. It's about 10 minutes if you do it from that sort of depth. If you have to submerge it fully and
really,
struggle, you have to because you can hold your breath. You can hold actually no. 10 seconds. But it depends from one person to person. Depends if you're a smoker and healthy. But that's the best. It was the bit which most people have commented on so far. It's about the bit where you drag across the floor. At the end of the clip.
That has a sort of an impact as well. It's not the first time, of course, that you create sort of tension and an air of mystery by having somebody with a screen-like mask on and all the rest of it. But I like the angle. I like the camera angle that you used for that.
What was the bit which stood out most from the clip you saw?
Oh, it was you know, the head under the water in the sink, you know, and being forced down and feeling for that person, you know. They say that it's the most horrible way to die.
Yeah, it's actually one of my pet hates. It's actually one of my pet hates.
They say that you know, blood vessels burst in your head and it's incredibly painful, and you're aware that you're dying and you can't do anything about that. So, you know, if I was going to construct some kind of horror film, I quite like the idea of somebody being forced down.
When they actually said you're going to drown you,
toilet bowl, something like that.
They're actually going to do the toilet bowl, but no, I've got my limits. Drowning's actually one of my personal pet hates. I wouldn't like to drown. So,
if you were recording that, you'd have some good feedback.
I know. It doesn't reach that far. Tried.
No, sure. It's fine.
What part of the when you've seen it, or what part of it stood out for you personally?
The evening. Is that what you...
No, the one where I get dragged across the floor.
Oh, I'm sorry, your particular...
Yeah, clip.
Okay, right, so let me cast my mind back to that.
When you think back, what's the first thing which comes to your mind, the bit which stands out to you the most?
What stands out most is what you've just described, the bit where you're dragged across the floor, but in particular it's the first part, so the water and just the effect of the first part of the dragging. I don't know why that is, but somehow that's a very effective shot.
And what did you think of a whole? Did you agree with the getting the award for the best overall production, or did you think there were other contenders?
That would have been in
your own opinion.
That would have been in the handful of best productions for me. There was one I particularly liked, and it's just a personal preference, which was the True Colours.
Yeah.
True Colours one.
That one.
I thought that had great impact, and that really made me engage me on a personal preference. That was possibly my favourite in terms of what I saw, but I very much liked your production as well.
Thank you, sir.